I'm Mike, owner of the Inn Grove in Phoenix, Arizona. Today I'm doing the new arrival video for June 5th, 2026. Pretty solid new arrival week. A lot of Rhino Reserves, a lot of good stuff in here to show you guys. But I put an absolute ton of pre-orders on the website this week, maybe like 50. I mean, this was a crazy week for pre-orders. Starting with the new series from Blue Note. This is called the Blue Note Essential Series. This is 5 titles, some Lee Morgan, Art Blakey, Chet Baker. These are priced at $19.99. So this is their super budget label. These come out July 17th, the first 5. They're digital high-res cuts on 140 gram vinyl. I don't know. Buy the Blue Note Classics and the Tone Poets for the few dollars more. Going to sound way better. But they're trying to really I like the fact that they're doing it for everybody. So I would be really upset if this was the only thing that was available. The fact you can get these in either Tone Poets or Blue Note Classics, if they want to make something that's cheaper, I don't care. They have announced 3 Miles Davis Rhino Reserve titles coming out August 21st. Amandala, music from Siesta, and the Dingo soundtrack. So later era, like late 80s, early 90s, Miles Davis. All Rhino Reserves. Also, they came out with Rhino's doing a new campaign called the Spirit of 76. You know, they have the Start Your Ear Off Right series. They've got the Rocktober series. I think last year they did the Sounds of Summer series. Now this year, they're doing the Spirit of 76. There's like 20 titles. There's Ramones. There's a lot of great stuff on the list. I'm going to highlight just the Rhino Reserves that are part of this. They're doing Gordon Lightfoot's Summertime Dream, Rod Stewart's A Night on the Town, John Prine's Prine, Todd Rundgren's Faithful, Bootsy Collins' Rubber Band, and Al Stewart's Year of the Cat, all as Rhino Reserves. Again, there's there's Blue Note Classics that came out this week. Mobile Fidelity's doing the Nationals Boxster as a 45 RPM 2-disc set. I think it's, 45 RPM 2-disc set. There's a lot of great stuff that was announced this week on the website. All the new RSD Essential titles, some colored Danzig, a bunch of stuff. Okay, a couple of non-vinyl titles to show you. Starting with the Impact's version of the Carl Perkins Dance album. This is the SACD of the vinyl, but this includes 5 bonus tracks on it. Alternate take of Honey Don't and 4 other tracks. So, bonus track version SACD. Also, I think this came out last week, but it was late getting to us for camera. This is Jethro Tull's Under Wraps. This is the Unwrapped edition, Walk into Light. So this has all the DTS, the multi-channel stuff on it. 2026 drums. Original drums. I guess they redid the drums. Guessing the drums weren't good on this. Live at the Hammersmith Oden. All kinds of stuff related to this album. I am not a fan of this album myself, but I'm not a huge Jethro Tull fan. But they've done a whole bunch in this series. There's another one. Okay. I put the 5 Rhino Reserves right up front. This is the one I'm listening to first. The one I was looking forward to the most. That is The Time. Ice Cream Castles. All analog cut from tape by Matt Luthans from the Analog Master. Press That Fidelity. The Rhino Reserves have been great. This is another phenomenal record. A record that is very tough to find, period. And when you find it, it's not the best sounding record just because it's on the crappiest, noisiest vinyl. Betty writes, I love the way you love, including Cleanup Woman. Actually, I got Cleanup Woman in the jukebox in the store. Can't see it on camera. Right behind the camera, I've got a jukebox in the store. Great tune. Little Beaver, Party Down. Again, analog, lacquers cut. No, this is not analog. So you can tell with the Rhino Reserves. It tells you right there, cut from analog, not cut from analog. Cut by Matt Luthans at the Mastering Lab. This is cut from analog. This is Alan Toussaint's Life, Love, and Faith. Cut from the original Analog Master. Not a big fan of these damn Rhino Reserve sleeves. the first two came in shrink wrap. I kind of wish they went back to that. And the last Rhino Reserve, we've got the Monkees, Good Times. Doesn't specify analog on this. All right, now we get into just all kinds of stuff. Starting with Gregory Alan Iskoff with the Chicago Symphony. This is the indie vinyl variant on dark amber vinyl. Ray on marigold yellow vinyl with Hans Zimmer and Al Green. Interesting. Yeah, he's singing Goodbye Henry featuring Al Green. Paul Pena, great album. Original was on Capitol, if I'm not mistaken. Goes for a couple $100. Paul Pena, self-titled. Who did this? First ever vinyl reissue of the cult classic, an astonishing blend of strident bluesy funk and mid-tempo piano ballads. This is the got the orange vinyl variant of The Byrds' Fifth Dimension, limited to 1,500 copies on orange-colored vinyl. This is number 1057 from Music on Vinyl. This is a reissue of Run the Jewels 2. Also from Music on Vinyl, Boogie Monsters, Riders of the Storm, the Underwater album. Vince Staples, Crybaby. Let's see. Old Crow Medicine Show, Union Made. This is the indie retail exclusive. Indie Color, clear vinyl exclusive from Daptone Records. This is Jalen Naganda, Doctrine of Love. Daptone is an absolute fantastic modern soul label. I've not heard this record though, but if you're liking modern soul, you're probably familiar with Daptone. This whole record is a disaster. It was supposed to come in a couple of weeks ago. Long story short, it got delayed. It's here. Small Faces, Ogden's Nut Gone Flake. This, let's see, 1968 replica round sleeve inside. So it includes a traditional sleeve, but this comes out, and then you've got the traditional original, which wasn't the best for protecting the record because this jacket was just two pieces of cardboard that went over the record. But this is the half-speed mastered version, done at Henry Rudkin's Air Studios. Sierra Farrell, live at Third Man, direct to acetate. Dave Matthews Band, Take Me Back Live. This is the 2025 live show, first ever performance of the 1998 studio album, Before These Crowded Streets, in its entirety. 5 LPs pressed on hardwood colored vinyl. Modest Mouse, an Eraser and a Maze. 180 gram Ecosonic audiophile double LP on Cosmic Bleach vinyl. Gnarls Barkley, Atlanta. I think this is the new album. New album for him in a long time. It's been a while. It's a variant of some kind because it's got a barcode over the barcode, but doesn't specify on there, so I'm not sure. From Music on Vinyl, we've got Alexander Skip Spence, or limited to 1,000 copies on crystal clear vinyl. This is number 80. Van Halen, live in New Haven, 1986. Live from the 1986 5150 tour. Philip Glass, Music with Changing Parts. The first album by Philip Glass, originally released in 1971. Let's see, featuring the original Philip Glass ensemble playing. So this is playing for Fisa, organs and woodwinds. Really nice, like tip-on cover on Superior Viaduct. 9 Inch Nails, Tron Ari's Divergence. Hank Williams Jr., The Biggest Hits. Let's see. From Friday Music, this is The Monkees, Pull It. One you never see. This is an anniversary edition, 30th anniversary. Damn, this is 30 years old already. Of Maxwell's Urban Hang Suite. Back to Black vinyl edition includes an 8-page booklet with rare photos. Dinosaur Jr., You're Living All Over Me. Let's see. No Music on a Dead Planet. 100% reclaimed vinyl. Oh, fantastic. That's what I want. Reclaimed vinyl. You can see, though, by the descriptions I'm reading, it is the trend. Death Cab for Cutie, I Built You a Tower. This is the indie vinyl variant on colored vinyl. On frosted teal colored vinyl. La Mafia, Un Millón de Rosas, pressed on ruby red vinyl. This is from Sony Music Latin. The original motion picture soundtrack to Reagan. Who is in this? B.J. Thomas, Bob Dylan, Clint Black, Gene Simmons, Molly Jensen. Oh, I know you guys have been clamoring for this one. This is NSYNC, No Strings Attached. How many CDs off the top of your head do you think this record sold? My guess is like millions and millions of CDs. Bon Iver, For Emma, Forever Ago. This is part of the Revinyl edition on Sustainable Eco Mix vinyl. Every one of these is a unique color LP. From the Chests Acoustic Sound Series, mastered from the original analog tapes, according to this hype sticker, Howlin' Wolf, The Real Folk Blues. Lexa Gates, I Am, on white vinyl. Two versions of this. The first one is the autograph signed porcelain vinyl version of Niall Horgren's Dinner Party. I think it comes with an autograph insert. And then I have the standard vinyl version on white glass clear vinyl. Guided by Voices, Crawl Space of the Pantheon. The Alarm, Transformation, indie vinyl version on green vinyl. RuPaul, Foxy Lady, 30th Anniversary Edition. Includes 4 bonus tracks, 2 LP set on Tommy Boy Records. Willie Nelson's Dream Chaser, new studio album, 10 newly written songs by Willie and producer Buddy Cannon. God, it's amazing. He's still pumping out albums. Kip Moore, Reason to Believe. This is a standard LP vinyl. The soundtrack to You've Got Mail on a ruby red vinyl. Does anybody remember the You've Got Mail American Online CD-ROMs that used to get mailed to you nonstop from AOL? That's the first thing I thought of when I saw that. Currency Collection Agency on orange and blue. A-side, B-side vinyl, 5th Anniversary Edition. Prokriev's Peter and the Wolf on Deutsche Grammophon. I don't think I showed this last week. The indie vinyl version sold out, but this is the standard final version of The Boys of Dungeon Lane, Paul McCartney. It sold really well. But it's Paul McCartney, so they all sell really well. This is The Who, The Eden Project. This is a 3 LP set, strictly limited to 2,000 copies worldwide. Eco-friendly release in shrink wrap. Oh, no shrink wrap. Well, I shrink wrapped over it so it doesn't get damaged. But yeah, there it is. The Eden Project. 7/25/2023. With the Heart of England Philharmonic Orchestra. I saw them on the tour where they were getting backed up by an orchestra. What a show. Electrolyte Orchestra, Discovery. Neil Young and the Chrome Hearts, As Time Explodes. Recorded live on the 2025 Love Earth Tour. 13 tracks on 2 LPs. Ray Barretto's Acid from Kraft Records. All analog cut from the original master tapes. Features salsa greats. Great, this is a good record. This is the mono cut on Fania Records. Rihanna, Auntie. This is the red vinyl version. Then these last couple, I believe, are just restocks. Starting with Kanye West, The College Dropout. Oh, great title. Johnny Hammond's Gears. This is a Jazz Dispensary top shelf series. All analog cut from the original master tape by Kevin Gray. Killer funky record. Really, really good. Oh my God. Didn't even know this came back. An absolute must own. Frank Sinatra's In the Wee Small Hours. This is the Blue Note Tone Poet. Leaps and bounds better than any version you've ever heard of this record. The one to own. Been a while since it's been out of stock. Limited edition colored vinyl of Janet's Number Ones. There you go, guys. That is it for this week's new arrivals. All this stuff can be purchased online at the website at theingroove.com. Until next time.